was contacted about disclosure.
Yeah.
Just in a nutshell, this guy called me and told me that he was with the government and with the DOD, with NASIC, the National Air and Space Investigative Center.
Well, that Intelligence Center.
Intelligence Center. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, their logo is a sphinx with a star.
I think that's right, yeah. This is about 6, 7, 8 years ago. Anyway, he said, and I said, why are you calling me? And he said, well, you have a platform and you seem to be credible and, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, how do I know you are who you say you are? So we went through that process, and he actually came and stayed with us 3 times. And then once he convinced me that he was who he said he was, at least in my mind, then I was given materials to read and online stuff and
talking points to say.
Yeah, we went through and came up with talking points. But as this was happening, there was other stuff happening. Like the 20th anniversary of working at the Pentagon after 9/11. And the guy that I worked with, who was in charge of the whole thing, Alan Kilsheimer, was having a 20-year gathering of everybody that worked at the Pentagon. And I was invited, and I was getting ready to go. And as we got closer and closer, our friend, who went by the name of Holden, which I knew was not his real name, and that's fine, I didn't really care, he and I were getting to know each other, and we would talk about things. And he told me about his personal life, like his being recruited out, basically right out of high school, because he was a smart guy. And he started off with the government doing boots on the ground stuff, going after human traffickers, is what he told me. And then when he was about 30, as I recall, he said that he was in one mission and they were going after a bunch of kids, and one of the guys that was holding them had a bomb and blew himself up. And he was on the other side of the wall, and he got hurt bad, to the point where he could no longer do boots on the ground stuff that obviously he was very proud of and he enjoyed. So they gave him a desk job, and this was his desk job. He had demons, and it was quite obvious. And actually, he and Jerry got into it one time.
Really?
We had Jerry over for a dinner one time, and it got ugly.
What happened?
Well, what he was doing was he was telling me that what I saw at the Pentagon and my close friends that were the first guy in the building, a structural engineer that was one of my best customers and one of my best friends, Leo Titus, who went in the building before the search and rescue and the dogs went in to make sure the building was safe so they wouldn't get killed.
Right.
And I have all of his photos. And he tried to tell me it wasn't what it was. And he fucking pissed me off. And this is 3 weeks before the anniversary.
Well, what was he saying it was, and what was it?
He was saying it was a missile, when there are people that are no longer with us. There were bodies that were found blown out of the building. Pictures that Leo took. He was there for 7 days. Once he was there 40 minutes after the impact. And we talked about it when we got together at the reunion. So I almost punched him out. Ask Janet. She'll tell you what happened. So we had a falling out. He was trying to manipulate me.
Yes, he was.
And I said, fuck you.
Good for you. Because I don't trust this disclosure narrative that's being pushed on us now.
Well, and that